Hi Priya, thanks for your inspirational content. I'm 26 and never had a love relationship. With your videos, I'm working on the relationship with myself first, and I'm growing with my self-love. But sometimes it hits me that I have never experienced true love with someone. I know that there is someone for me, but sometimes it's a hard journey. Maybe you can make a video on this topic and how I can deal with this better. Now, I thought this was a brilliant question from one of my viewers. Therefore, in this video, I'm going to share with you the real reason you haven't yet experienced true love in your life, but most importantly, how to resolve this. Hi Love Bug, this is Priya, your Love Plus Manifestation Coach, and today's video is very close to my heart because when I read that question from this particular viewer, it brought me back to a point and a time in my life where I remember feeling this way. I remember being 29 and feeling like a loser because I believed at that point in my life that I hadn't yet experienced true love. I hadn't yet been in an adult relationship. So today, I wanted to shine some light on what true love really means, because once I understood this, it completely shifted the trajectory of my love life forever. Now, where I want to start today is I really first want to look at what we have been conditioned to believe as a society true love is about. For a lot of us from a very young age, we have been conditioned to believe that true love is about compromise, it's about sacrifice, it's about behaving a certain way, speaking a certain way, looking a certain way. And so from the get-go, what we have really been taught is that we are not lovable the way that we are. That if we want to be lovable, we must first satisfy this checklist. We must first do X, Y, and Z if we want to be loved. Now, how this translated for me in my own life was that I spent my entire 20s repeatedly attracting men who were not ready for commitment when it came to relationships. So I would be dating someone, I would be getting to know them, they would think I'm great. And then when it came to crunch time, when it came to getting into a relationship, it was, sorry, Priya, I'm just not ready. And this was a repeated pattern that kept happening in my life. It was different face, but same outcome. And the reason why this kept happening to me was because I had vibrational patterns going on within me that said, I am not worthy of love. I am not lovable the way that I am. So the universe kept demonstrating to me how I felt about myself, because the universe is always responding to your energy, and your energy is dictated by the way that you feel. So for me, I remember feeling like I had to prove myself, that I had to prove that I was worthy of love. And for me, the association was that love equaled achievement. So I believed that I had to achieve in order to be lovable. But what this meant was that energetically, the signal that I was broadcasting to the universe was, I am not lovable the way that I am right now. I am not lovable the way that I am right now. And that's why I repeatedly attracted men in my life who were not ready for commitment when it came to relationships. They were mirroring back to me my internal state of being that said, I don't believe that I am lovable right now. And so, this just goes to prove that it doesn't matter. You can have all the qualifications in the world, all the achievements. I mean, I did all that, right? I got a BSc Honours in Mathematics and Finance. I was working as an actuary in corporate London. In my mind, I thought back then, oh, I'm a good catch. And so this is really just proof that none of those things matter. And that the only thing that really matters is your internal state of being. And this is something that you can change once you understand the highest universal truth about what true love really means. I'm going to get to that in just a sec. But what I can tell you is that for 10 years of my life, I was very confused about love Because in my mind, I thought I had done everything society had told me would make me happy, would make me successful, and therefore would make me lovable. But yet, none of those things mattered. And that's because you cannot manifest beyond what you are an energetic match to. And for me, everything changed when I was 29. Because, I remember lying down on my bed actually after yet another rejection. So I'd been dating somebody. When it came to getting into a relationship, they were like, sorry, I'm not ready. But this time it was different. This time I felt like I'd had enough. And I remember lying on my bed thinking to myself, okay, Priya, what am I doing wrong? Is there something wrong with me? And then this next question was the catalyst that changed everything for me. I remember asking myself, what is the meaning of life? And through divine guidance and through synchronicity, I was led to Abraham Hicks, who completely changed my life. So Abraham Hicks' teachings, for me, I feel are very simple, are very powerful. I feel that Abraham teaches 5D manifestation. That's for another conversation. But once I began to really embody the principles that they were sharing, everything changed, including the definition of true love. So the real reason why you haven't yet experienced true love in your life is because you have a limited definition of what true love means. So right now, you have a definition of what true love means to you. Maybe it means being in a relationship. Maybe it means somebody doing something for you. Maybe it means somebody giving something up for you. Maybe it means somebody sacrificing something for you. But you have a definition in your mind right now about what true love really means. For me, true love really meant being with somebody in a relationship. And for me, it meant I had to prove that I was worthy, right? So true love is about proving myself. And that was a very limited definition that kept me stuck and that didn't work very well. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to reframe your definition of true love. Now, the highest universal truth about what true love really is this. True love is alignment. Now, what is alignment? Alignment is a term that was coined by Abraham Hicks. And what it means is that when you are in a state of consciousness where you are in vibrational alignment, it means that right now you are allowing the connection between you and your higher self. And that is what true love really means. True love is alignment. It is connection with your higher self. Now, something that I want to point out is that you are always connected to your higher self, all that is infinite intelligence, God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it. The real question is, are you aware of your connection? Because the more aware of it you become, the more you allow the fullness of who you truly are to shine through. And a lot of the times we pinch ourselves off from this connection. It's always there, but we can't feel it, we can't see it because we have a limiting belief that is going on in the background. Now, how do you know when you are in alignment? Well, you know that you are in alignment by the way that you feel. Every time you feel good, it means that you're in alignment. Now, to go deeper into what alignment really means is this. When you're in a state of alignment, meaning you're allowing that connection between you and your higher self, it means that you are seeing life through the eyes of your higher self. When you are seeing life through the eyes of your higher self, it means that you're no longer judging what is going on in your life. Instead, you're appreciating everything. You're seeing the value and the benefit of everything. Whether you are observing something positive or something negative, you give them equal value because you understand the benefit and the role that both the positive and the negative are playing in the creation process. This means that you are able to view contrast through the lens of compassion. This means that you are able to appreciate all the good that is in your life. So when you're seeing life through the eyes of your higher self, you are in love. This is what love is. Now, how does this translate to a relationship? Well, when you get so good and versed in practice at being able to shift yourself into alignment, meaning that now you are in the state of consciousness of true love. You are vibrating at the frequency of love, which is unconditional, by the way. Now you're in a place where you can begin to attract high value partners into your life. Now you're in a place where you can transform the relationship that you have with your partner into something better. Now you are in a position where you can attract that specific person into your life with ease, because it begins with you. How this has worked in my own life, well, it's worked in so many ways, but okay, firstly, once I began to really embody this principle that true love means alignment, and the practical steps that I took to embody this was that I began to acknowledge every time I felt good that I was in love. So if I was eating a delicious meal, I would acknowledge I'm in love right now. If I was watching a beautiful sunset, I would acknowledge I'm in love right now. If I was having an amazing conversation with a friend, or if I was laughing, I would acknowledge, hey, you know what? I'm in love right now. And so what this meant was I felt completely in love with life. Everywhere around me was love, right? I was viewing life through the eyes of my higher self. And what this meant was that I became the vibration of love. And because I became the vibration of love, I was able to manifest amazing aligned relationships. I was able to manifest my husband. But my message here is that I fell in love before I manifested the relationship, before I manifested my husband into my life. So it begins with you. First, acknowledging that true love is alignment with your higher self. And the more aware you become of this, the more you acknowledge this as you're moving through your day, you become the vibration of love, which allows you to attract your dream relationship. And I can also tell you that this definition, this highest universal truth definition of love, has played such an important role in my marriage with my husband, because what it means is that I am self-sufficient in my happiness and in my well-being, and so is my husband, which means that us being in a relationship is not about codependency. We're not looking to one another to be loved or to be approved. We are in our relationship with each other to celebrate life. And that's what really relationships should be about. If you are in a relationship, or if you desire to be in a relationship because you believe that then you will feel lovable, you have just become a victim to your circumstances, because now your happiness and your well-being is contingent upon what somebody else does or doesn't do, which means now you have become codependent on someone or that relationship for your happiness. And this is what leads to toxic relationships. This is what leads to a lot of relationships not working out. It's because people from the get-go, from the very, at their root, believe, or they have this limited definition of love. They place a condition on love. They make love conditional. When love is not conditional, love is about alignment with your higher self. Okay, now, the benefits about being able to shift yourself into alignment so that you are seeing life through the eyes of your higher self means that the best version of you now shows up in the relationship, which means that you get to become the best next iteration of yourself. And when you can do this for yourself, your reality has to conform to mirror back to you your internal state of being, which means that now the best version of your partner has to show up, which means that now that relationship that you've been desiring for such a long time has to show up in your reality. But not from a space of needing it or codependency, from a space of you have already become love itself, because love is your natural state of being. Love is who you truly are. And now you're embodying this and you're feeling good right now in the present moment. That now the relationship has to demonstrate to you the love that you are being. That special somebody has to demonstrate to you the love that you are being. And my friends, this is what true love is about. This is what freedom is about. So, to recap everything that you've learned here today, to summarize what you have learned here today, you are now aware that the real reason you haven't yet experienced true love is because you have a limited definition of true love. And the key is to reframe your definition of true love to this. True love is alignment, vibrational alignment with my higher self. And once you embody this energetic state of being so that you are seeing life through the eyes of your higher self, every single relationship in your life will begin to flourish. Every single relationship in your life will be the greatest version that it can be. But it begins with you. Now, if you want to go deeper into some of the principles that I've shared with you here today, if you really want to begin to embody everything that I've shared with you and you want the practical applications to do this, click the link below to get access to my free masterclass, 6 Steps to Manifest Your Soulmate Relationship, where I show you step by step exactly how to do this. Now, if you found this content valuable, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post new videos around how to manifest your epic love life. And finally, thanks for watching, Lovebird. Give me a thumbs up if this video resonated for you, and I will catch you soon.